Her phone's on now, but her location is off. I'm really worried. I just want to know she okay. I just need help finding her. At this point, I'm not having enough help. January 2025. Warren, Michigan. A 30-year-old hairstylist leaves her house to run errands. Beauty supply store. Normal Thursday morning. But her mother had a dream the night before. A premonition. Her daughter's car stolen, abandoned in a field. When the text came back saying, "Oh man," her mother knew something was wrong. That's not how Ashley talks. That's not her voice. Within hours, Ashley's phone location led investigators to one place, her ex-boyfriend's apartment in Roseville. The same man who'd been stalking her since their September breakup. The same man who created multiple fake social media accounts just to watch her. The same man who showed up at her door 2 days earlier pretending to be a client. And when police executed that search warrant, what they found painted a clear picture. Blood matching Ashley's DNA. Cleaning supplies purchased online. Internet searches that would make your stomach turn. And a dumpster that had to be seized as evidence. 4 days, dozens of officers searched a landfill in freezing temperatures. Mothers, volunteers, investigators, all looking for one thing: Ashley Elkins. They never found her. But they found enough to know exactly what happened. And exactly who did it. What's good, family? Before we dive into this one, I need you to understand something. This case right here hit different. We're talking about a mother who saw it coming. A woman who knew she was in danger. Who tried to protect herself. Who tried to get away. And the system, the people around her, everybody saw the signs. But nobody could stop what was already in motion. Ashley Elkins, 30 years old. 2 sons, ages 7 and 10. Hairstylist running her own business out of her home in Warren, Michigan. And on January 2nd, 2025, she walked out her front door and never came back. Now, I know what some people might be thinking. Another missing persons case. Another tragic story. But this one's different. Because we got evidence. We got video. We got internet searches. We got witnesses. We got a mother who predicted her own daughter's fate in a dream. And we got a man who thought he was smart enough to get away with it. DeAndre Booker. Ashley's ex-boyfriend. The man who called her Mama Love. The man who came to family gatherings, played with her kids, bought grandma jewelry for her birthday. The man everyone thought was going to marry Ashley. But that man? He was wearing a mask. And when Ashley finally saw what was underneath, when she tried to walk away, that's when things got dangerous. See, this case teaches us something critical about domestic situations. About control. About obsession. About what happens when someone decides that if they can't have you, nobody can. Let's talk about who Ashley Elkins really was. Born and raised in Michigan. By every account, this woman was a hustler in the best sense of the word. She wasn't waiting for somebody to give her something. She was building it herself. Ashley ran a home-based hair salon. Now, for those who don't know, that's not easy. You're not just doing hair. You're running a business. You're managing appointments, ordering supplies, keeping clients happy, building a reputation. All while raising 2 young boys as a single mother. Her family described her as dedicated, loving, the kind of mother who put her children first in everything, the kind of woman who radiated joy. Her laughter was the spark in her family's life. She had dreams too, big ones. She was building something for herself and her sons, creating a future, making moves. Ashley operated a thriving home-based salon where she balanced the demands of entrepreneurship with raising her 2 young sons. But she was not just a businesswoman. She was the kind of person who radiated joy, and then she met DeAndre Booker. They connected through mutual friends. At first, everything seemed good. Really good. DeAndre was charming, well-dressed, well-mannered. He was good with Ashley's boys. He showed up for family events. He integrated himself into their lives. Ashley's mother Monica described what she thought of him back then. "I thought that he was a nice guy. I thought he would possibly marry my daughter. He was good to her sons, well-dressed, well-mannerable, called me Mama Love, and he was there for everything. I thought he was a very nice guy." Ashley's sister saw the same thing. "He made my sister happy. They went out on a lot of different dates. They went to Chicago one weekend and I know he was good with the kids. And he even came to my birthday in Texas last year. This man became part of the family. They opened their arms to him, trusted him, believed he was the one for Ashley." But relationships reveal themselves over time. And as the months went by, DeAndre started showing who he really was. The possessiveness came first, then the jealousy, then the control. He started going through Ashley's phone, monitoring her social media, creating fake Facebook profiles just to keep tabs on her. 6 or 7 different fake accounts, all following her, commenting on her posts, watching her every move. Ashley's mother noticed something was wrong. We started realizing he had like 6-7 different pages on Facebook. Same people on every post, which is strange. Same 6 people are not always commenting. Say something, so every post. And that's when we started realizing something wasn't right with him. That's not love. That's surveillance. That's control. And it got worse. He wasn't just watching her online. He was showing up in person. Uninvited. Unannounced. Testing boundaries. Seeing what he could get away with. The family started noticing more troubling behavior. Because he was doing all these things. Making fake pages and making fake documents. We just didn't know who he was. We thought we knew, but we really didn't. Then came the moment that should have been a major warning sign. 2 days before Ashley disappeared, DeAndre did something that still gives me chills when I think about it. He went on Ashley's business website. The same website where her clients book appointments. And he booked an appointment under a fake name. Ashley's family member was there when it happened. He booked an appointment on her website. And I was in her room laying down and she came in and she showed me her phone. And we were kind of just laughing about it like, why would he book an appointment on your website? And then we heard a knock at the door later that day at the front door and she said, "Oh, it's him." He showed up at her house acting like he was a client. Like he had a legitimate reason to be there. Like he was just another customer. He acted like he was a client and he made an appointment with her. She was expecting a client. It was him and they were in the house quiet. She told him to be quiet. He knocked on the front door and the side door. 2 days later, she's gone. Now, I need you to understand what that means. This man knew Ashley had ended the relationship back in September. 4 months had passed. But he couldn't let go. He couldn't accept that she had moved on. So he created a scheme to force his way back into her space. That's not someone who's trying to reconcile. That's someone who's testing access. That's someone who's planning something. Ashley had broken up with DeAndre in September 2024. By all accounts, she was done. She had moved on. She was focusing on her business, her children, her future. We've said in the past that they had broken up back in September. He was controlling, jealous, and possessive. But DeAndre? He wasn't done. Not by a long shot. The stalking continued. The fake profiles. The surveillance. The harassment. Ashley's family noticed all of it. They saw the signs that this man was becoming more obsessive, more dangerous. And here's what makes this even more disturbing. Investigators later discovered that DeAndre had a criminal history that nobody in Ashley's family knew about. Found out that he was in the army. He did tell her that. And I asked her, did she ever see him with a picture? She said she saw but didn't know about AWOL. A cousin had said they didn't know. So he was in the army and then all of a sudden he was home. AWOL means absent without leave. It means he deserted. He left his military post without permission. That became a charge. Desertion from the army. But there's more. According to court records, he also had charges for fraudulent identification documents and larceny of private property. This man had a history of deception, of running, of creating false identities. And nobody in Ashley's family knew any of this when they welcomed him into their lives. Now let's talk about January 2nd, 2025. Because this is where everything we've been building up to comes together. The night before, Ashley's mother Monica had a dream. Not just any dream. A vivid, specific dream that shook her. I had a dream about her car being stolen and it was in a field by a tree. Her doors was open, which was weird. Monica woke up disturbed by this dream. It felt like more than just a random nightmare. It felt like a warning. That morning, Thursday, January 2nd, Ashley left her house around 8:30 a.m. She told her family she was going to run errands. Pick up some beauty supplies for the salon. Normal routine for a woman who runs a hair business. Ashley stepped out of her house to run errands. She was headed to a beauty supply store, a routine trip for the woman who ran her salon from home. But here's the timeline that matters. Monica arrived at Ashley's house at 8:40 a.m., just 10 minutes after Ashley left. She texted her daughter about the dream. So I text her. She said, "Oh man." And I said, "Oh man," to myself, it just didn't seem right. Those 2 words. Oh man, that's what came back. But Monica knew immediately something was wrong. That's not how Ashley communicates. That's not her voice. That's not her style. So I said, well, let me FaceTime her. She didn't answer. Ashley didn't pick up the FaceTime call. And that was unusual. Ashley always answered for her mother. Always. So now we're calling. Everyone's calling her phone back to back, leaving messages. The family started trying to reach Ashley. Calling, texting, leaving voicemails. Nothing. Then something else happened. Ashley's phone, which had been off, turned back on. But when it came back on, the location services were turned off. Her phone's on now, but her location is off. Now, how many times do you turn your location off unless you're trying to hide where you are? Or unless someone else has your phone and they're trying to hide where you are? Before the phone location was turned off, family members were able to see where Ashley's phone had been. And the last location that pinged? That same day around 4 p.m., her location stopped sharing with me. The last location Ashley shared with her sister was here at her ex-boyfriend DeAndre Booker's home. DeAndre's apartment. In Roseville, Michigan. That's where Ashley's phone last pinged before the location was shut off. Now the family is panicking. Because this doesn't make sense. Ashley had broken up with DeAndre 4 months ago. She had no reason to be at his apartment. And she definitely had no reason to turn off her location and stop communicating with her family. Her oldest son's father spoke out during those first desperate days. Last time I talked to her, 9:06, I text her. She was here with the kids. She left and I talked to her, she was on her way back, told me she's going to the beauty supply and never came back. Phone was dead. Usually when her phone's dead, she get a charger or whatever. If I call and text and get mad and act crazy or whatever, she calls back once the phone's back on. Phone been on for a long time, for hours now. Keep ringing. Her location is off. It's not like her. I don't care what nobody say. Nothing like her. He continued. She had 2 boys that she loved to death and she never want her mama to worry. Never. If I text her, if her kids call, if they don't answer the phone, she'll be tripping all that. Like, hey mama, give me a minute. Give me that. My phone was dead. She ain't called back at all and her phone is ringing. Location off now. The desperation in his voice was real. Because everyone who knew Ashley knew this wasn't right. Her phone's on now, but her location is off. I'm really worried. I just want to know she's okay. I just need help finding her. At this point, I'm not having enough help. The family filed a missing persons report. And investigators immediately started working the case. On January 7th, 5 days after Ashley disappeared, investigators found her car. Investigators also found Ashley's missing car on 13 Mile Road and Little Mac Avenue. That's about 4 miles from the apartments here. Gray 2009 to 2010 Chevy Malibu. Found abandoned on Little Mac and 13 Mile Road in Roseville. About 4 miles from DeAndre Booker's apartment. The vehicle where it was parked had been there for numerous days. Ashley's car had been sitting there since she disappeared. And she wasn't in it. Now investigators knew they were dealing with something serious. A woman doesn't just abandon her car 4 miles from her ex-boyfriend's apartment and disappear unless something happened to her. Police got a search warrant for DeAndre Booker's apartment at Hampton Court Apartments in Roseville. And when they executed that warrant, what they found confirmed everyone's worst fears. Tonight, investigators showed up in force at her ex-boyfriend's house. While executing that search warrant to the apartments here, they found significant evidence. Blood evidence. Inside the apartment. There was blood recovered from the apartment. It was analyzed by the state police crime lab and it was a match to Ashley. Ashley's blood. In DeAndre's apartment. The same apartment where her phone had last pinged. The same apartment she had no reason to be at. But it wasn't just blood inside the apartment. Investigators found evidence in the dumpster outside the complex too. Police officers searching the man's Hampton Court Apartments Tuesday and hauling away a dumpster outside the apartments. They seized an entire dumpster. You don't haul away a dumpster unless there's something significant inside it. That was likely blood evidence that they found in the ex-boyfriend's apartment as well as in that dumpster. You don't haul away a dumpster unless there's something there. The family believing possibly blood evidence inside the ex-boyfriend's apartment, leading officials to believe she had been harmed. At this point, investigators knew what they were dealing with. This wasn't a missing persons case anymore. This was a homicide investigation. And when they started digging into DeAndre's digital footprint, what they found was damning. Internet searches. made from his devices, after Ashley disappeared. Other searches talking about how to disappear completely, how to beat a polygraph, things of that nature. He was searching how to beat a polygraph test, how to delete his Google history, how to make someone disappear completely. But it gets worse. Investigators found evidence of purchases made on his phone. We know that he had ordered or bought cleaning agents like bleach, bags, gloves, that he had ordered these things utilizing his phone. Bleach, trash bags, gloves, the exact supplies you'd need to clean up evidence. And he ordered these after Ashley went missing. He was trying to cover his tracks. Now, based on the evidence in the dumpster and the timeline, investigators believed they knew what happened to Ashley's body. That dumpster from DeAndre's apartment complex? It gets emptied into the municipal waste system. And that waste goes to one place, Pine Tree Acres landfill in Lenox Township, Macomb County. So investigators organized one of the most intensive searches I've ever seen. Dozens of officers have spent the day at the top of a landfill in Lenox Township searching for any trace of missing mom Ashley Elkins. Multiple police agencies, volunteers, cadaver dogs, search crews, all in freezing January temperatures, searching through tons of compacted garbage. Trash is very dense. It's compacted. So pushing it is very difficult, and walking on it once the bulldozers go over, it's very hard. Most of the officers have been here all 3 days, and most of those will be back tomorrow. So obviously they're getting beat up and tired. Can you imagine? Searching through a landfill, in the cold, knowing that somewhere in those tons of waste might be someone's daughter, someone's mother, someone's loved one. And Ashley's mother, Monica? She was there. Every day. Because that's what mothers do. I have to keep going. I have to keep searching. I'm a mother and I have to do this. You know, I just can't sit there and just wait. 4 days crews searched. Grid search patterns. Systematically going through section after section. 4 days, crews combed through a Macomb County landfill hoping to find some trace of her. The family made it clear what this meant to them. There's not a huge update, but the family they make it clear that it will take everyone doing their part to find Ashley. But they didn't find her. Despite the massive effort. Despite the dedication. Despite everyone doing everything they could. The body of Ashley Elkins was not recovered. And that devastated the family. Because without recovering Ashley, they couldn't lay her to rest. They couldn't have closure. They couldn't have a funeral. They couldn't say goodbye properly. In those first desperate days, Monica went on social media begging for help. It's been 3 days. 3 days and I just need help finding her. At this point, I'm not having enough help. They're just taking too long. It's been 3 days. They should have been on this a long time now. I need help. I need help. She thanked everyone who was helping. Many people come and help the search and all the phone calls and all the leads. And I thank you. It just ain't fast enough. It's been 3 days. It's been too long. It's been too long. I just feel they're not doing enough. Just keep posting. Keep sharing. Just keep posting. Keep sharing. And as the days turned into weeks, as the reality set in, Monica's pain became unbearable. I can't cry no more. I don't know how to feel. She talked about not wanting Ashley to be remembered as just another missing person case. I did not want her to be the person like 10 years from now people be like, you remember that girl Ashley Elkins who went missing and they didn't find her body. I kept saying I didn't want that for her. I want her to be remembered. I didn't want her to be remembered like that, like 10 years from now or something happened again. Oh, remember that girl Ashley, she was never found. They was digging in the garbage for her and all that. I never wanted that. And now I got to say that's what's going to be. The last thing Ashley did for the family was Monica's daughter's 18th birthday party. She did Monica's hair. I didn't redo my hair because it's the last thing she did for my daughter's 18th birthday party. So I want to get my hair done. I don't want to take the braids out. Monica wasn't sleeping. Wasn't eating. Just laying in bed hoping it was all a nightmare. I ain't really sleeping. Keep faith and we gonna find her. And I don't believe this and I don't believe that. But it is. And then she said the words that capture what this entire family is feeling. He threw her away like trash. Like she was nobody. He threw her away like trash. Like she was nobody. Oh my God. Monica talked about DeAndre being part of the family. How he was there for her when she needed him. What you don't know is that December 10th, 2023, I was hit downtown. I was at this red light, it turned green, went through, and a car hit me at 30 miles per hour. And when I called him, he came. He was at the hospital with me. He was there for a lot of stuff. And that's what makes this betrayal so deep. This man called her Mama Love. He was at the hospital when she got hurt. He came to family gatherings. He bought gifts. He acted like he cared. And I just don't understand that he didn't care at all. He called me Mama Love, and you didn't care at all about her kids. You didn't care about her grandma that you met the day of Sienna's party when she first met you. And when her birthday came, you bought her a chain with a diamond on it. All this stuff like you was part of the family. He was there when Ashley's father passed away. And her dad passed away, and he was there taking care of everybody. But all of that was a lie. All of that was manipulation. All of that was him embedding himself so deep into the family that nobody would suspect what he was capable of. Monica talked about the impossibility of closure without Ashley's body. People have closure. I can't bury her. I have no closure. I can't bury her. Like, how is that closure if I can't bury her body? Like, what closure I'm going to get for this? I'm always wondering where she is. I'm always going to be searching. The family waited, hoping the landfill search would give them answers. The whole time, like, okay, do they really know she's there? Like, do we go somewhere else? I'm like, we got to have patience. I'm not a patient person. That's why I was out looking. I'm not a patient person. Never. I'm not a patient person. I'm not patient. She waited because investigators told her they knew Ashley was there. And so I was patient because they like, she's there, we know she's there, you know. And then I was so excited when and appreciative when the people came from Canada and Ohio, and it was like Friday they was done with it. And then they just was like, no, we're not going to stop, we're not going to stop, we're going to keep searching for her, she's here. But at the end of the day, and the end of the day is like, we can't do it no more. Monica wished she could have been out there helping search. I just wish I was out there to help. I wish I could too. Like, I wanted to help too, man. I want to dig dirt too. Monica talked about being strong for everyone else. I've been so strong. I had my moments and I've been so strong. When I say I've been so strong because I can't break, because I take care of everybody, my family, everybody. And I can't break because if I break, everybody is broken. But then she admitted the truth. But I'm telling you, I am broken. I'm broken. I feel like I lost part of my soul. She my firstborn. For 8 years it was just me and her. She talked about raising her daughters to be close. And you know, I try to raise my kids like to be close and like we got, you know. It's always been my girls and my mother, that's it, you know. Monica has stage 3B kidney disease. She had told Ashley about her fears. And I told, you know, because we found I had stage 3B kidney disease, and I was telling like, you know, I try to stay close because if something happens to me, you know, Ashley got to take care of the family, you know. And now she's worried about the future. And now she not here. So now I'm worried now because who going to take care of them when I'm gone? Who going to take care of them when I'm gone? Ashley used to reassure her. Because she's like, I got you, Mama. I got this. I got you. I'm going to take care of everything. And now she not here. So who going to take care? Monica talked about hearing Ashley's voice. My youngest daughter came in the room this morning because I've been in bed for days, like just laying there. Hoping when I wake up in the morning it's going to change. And I wake up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't waking up from this nightmare. And then one day I'm asleep and I hear somebody say, Mama. Like how? Woke up, look around. It was her voice. She had another dream. Then I had another dream about what happened to her. And I got confirmation today that it was what I saw in my dream a couple days ago. And this part breaks my heart. You know what's crazy? I was there that night looking for her and she was there. I was right there. I was right there. I was right there. That was too late. I was just there. Monica had driven to the area looking for Ashley. And based on the timeline, Ashley might have already been at DeAndre's apartment. Already hurt. Already gone. Like I had a dream days before that. And every day I was going to tell her something happened. That one day I got to her house and I got there and she was like, she's gone. Monica texted Ashley at 9:06 a.m. I text her at 9:06. So she left at 8:30. I got there at 8:40, went in the house, text her at 9:06. That was a whole half an hour. A whole half hour that could have made a difference. Monica ended one of her Facebook videos talking directly to the community. Alright. I thank all of you for being there with me and posting her stuff. And like, I don't know you, but I love you. But I'm not okay. I'm just going to be real. I'm not okay. I don't know when I'm going to be okay. I don't know. But I feel I had to go on here and just kind of tell you where I'm at because I just been sitting here laying for days not doing nothing. And I just feel like I owed you to just come on here and tell you how I'm feeling. And man, it's so horrible. I can't even explain it how I feel like. I kind of feel like I died a little bit, you know? I feel like I died a little bit. Like a part of me died. That's how I feel. Like I died a little bit. People tell her she's strong. Oh no, I'm not okay. They're like, oh, you strong. I never seen nobody like you. Well, that's all right. Black women are strong. We strong people. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is, I'm broken. Yeah, I am. I'm broke. I'm broken. When I say I'm broke, I'm broken. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. She's lost track of time. I'm like trying to wake up and things change and it's not changing. She's been gone since January the 2nd. What's today? What is today? I didn't know what day it is. The 20th? Wow. I didn't know that because I didn't know what day it is or what's the day. I don't know if it's Friday, Monday, nothing. Don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. I just know I just want her back. Now, you might be wondering if they have all this evidence, blood in the apartment, internet searches, cleaning supplies, why hasn't DeAndre been charged with murder? He has been charged. Just not with murder yet. DeAndre Booker was arrested and charged with lying to a police officer. When investigators questioned him, DeAndre lied. He lied about where he was. He lied about when he last saw Ashley. He lied about material facts in a missing persons investigation. And the prosecutor made it clear why this charge matters. The matter being investigated does involve a missing person, which is a very serious matter. And the court takes very seriously that the allegations being made are that the defendant is lying to a police officer regarding material facts about a missing person at this time. The prosecutor continued, "That gives the court great concern about the risk of harm to the public and the likelihood that the defendant will make sure that he appears in court for both this matter and any potential further charges." Any potential further charges. That's prosecutor speak for we're coming with more serious charges. The prosecutor laid out why DeAndre is such a flight risk. The defendant made several material factual misstatements. The defendant was aware that we are investigating a missing person. He was aware that there was some belief she was involved. He made statements about his location, about Miss Elkins, and how she may have left his vehicle, left his apartment, all of which we can demonstrate to be false. They detailed his criminal history. We have a history. At least we do not have the disposition, but in 2006 he was charged with a couple of matters including larceny of private property. More importantly, fraudulent ID documents. And then in 2017 he was charged with desertion, absence without leave, discharge from the U.S. Army. And here's what makes it even more clear that DeAndre knew he was guilty. After the investigation started, after police started asking questions, DeAndre left Macomb County. He ran. We know that he fled from Macomb County to Flint where he was apprehended and brought back to Roseville. And while he was in Flint, hiding out, investigators found more internet searches from his devices. We know that during that time while he was in Flint, the internet searches for such things as fastest roads from Flint to Ohio, what to do when you're on the run, is blood traceable, how to beat a polygraph, how to delete Google history. He was planning to run to Ohio. He was researching whether blood evidence could be traced back to him. He was trying to figure out how to disappear. The prosecutor summarized. So I think by his own internet search history, by his prior conduct, and by what is really at stake in this particular matter, there is significant risk of flight. They requested a $500,000 cash bond. Number 10%. Meaning he'd have to come up with $500,000 cash to get out. Because they knew he was a flight risk. They knew he had already run once. They knew he had a history of desertion from the army. They knew he was dangerous. Now let's talk about the real victims here. Besides Ashley, her two sons, ages 7 and 10, these boys lost their mother. The woman who loved them more than anything in this world. The woman who built her entire life around making sure they had a good future. A family member described Ashley's relationship with her children. Her family says it doesn't make any sense that she would just vanish and leave behind her two young sons. Another person close to the family said, like, we want to be able to bury her. Like, a human deserves to be laid to rest. And it's hard for me to come to terms with it. I know it's hard for her youngest son to come to terms with it because we're constantly asking ourselves, like, where is she? There's a GoFundMe set up for these boys. Because they didn't just lose their mother. They lost their future. They lost the life she was building for them. They lost the dreams she had. The GoFundMe description reads, Ashley Elkins had big dreams for herself and her 2 young sons. Tragically, those dreams were cut short on January 2, 2025. Now just 10 and 7, her boys face not only the loss of their beloved mother, but also uncertainty about their care and their future. We're committed to ensuring that they're well cared for and have the support and resources they need to keep dreaming and achieve the future their mother envisioned for them. And that's real. Because Monica is now raising these boys, while grieving her daughter, while dealing with her own health issues, while trying to find closure that may never come. This case teaches us several critical lessons. And I want to take time to talk about them because this is about more than just one tragedy. Lesson 1. Controlling behavior escalates. It starts small. Going through your phone. Monitoring your social media. Asking where you are all the time. Who you're with. What you're doing. Then it grows. Fake profiles to watch you. Showing up uninvited. Testing boundaries. Violating your space. And if you don't recognize it early, if you don't get away safely, it can turn dangerous. DeAndre showed every sign. The fake Facebook profiles. The stalking. The showing up at Ashley's house pretending to be a client. Ashley saw the signs. She ended the relationship. She tried to protect herself. But sometimes even when you do everything right, the danger doesn't stop. Lesson 2. Breaking up is the most dangerous time. Research shows that people in controlling relationships are most at risk when they try to leave. That's when the person loses control. That's when they escalate. Ashley broke up with DeAndre in September. For months later, she's missing. That's not a coincidence. When someone can't accept that a relationship is over, when they keep showing up, keep watching, keep trying to force contact, that's when extra precautions are needed. Lesson 3. Trust your instincts. Monica had a dream the night before Ashley disappeared. A premonition. And when that text came back saying, "Oh man," Monica knew immediately something was wrong. That's not how Ashley talks. That's not her voice. Trust that. When something feels off, it probably is. Lesson 4. We need better systems. Ashley's family saw the warning signs. They knew DeAndre was obsessive. They knew he was stalking her. But what could they do? What resources were available? How do you protect someone from an ex who won't let go? We need better systems, better resources, better enforcement, better support for people trying to escape dangerous relationships. Lesson 5. Community matters. Look at how Ashley's community showed up. Volunteers searching the landfill. People from Canada and Ohio coming to Michigan to help search. Sharing posts. Spreading awareness. Supporting the family. That matters. That's how we honor victims. That's how we fight for justice. Now, where does this case stand today? DeAndre Booker remains in custody on the charge of lying to police. But prosecutors are building the case for more serious charges. They have blood evidence. They have internet searches. They have a pattern of stalking and obsession. They have cleaning supplies purchased after Ashley disappeared. They have his flight to Flint and his attempts to evade capture. What they don't have is Ashley's body. And that's the piece that haunts this family every single day. Where is she? Where is Ashley Elkins? Is she still in that landfill somewhere? Did he move her somewhere else? Will the family ever get the chance to lay her to rest properly? These are the questions that keep Monica up at night. These are the questions that Ashley's sons are asking. Where is Mama? When is she coming home? And how do you explain to a 7-year-old and a 10-year-old that their mother is never coming home? That the man who played with them, who was at family gatherings, took their mother away from them? If you know something about this case, if you have any information about what happened to Ashley Elkins, you need to come forward. Call the Warren Police Department. Call the Roseville Police Department. Call Crime Stoppers. You can do it anonymously. Because this family deserves answers. Those 2 little boys deserve to know where their mother is. They deserve the chance to say goodbye properly. Ashley deserves to be found. She deserves to be laid to rest with dignity. She deserves justice. And DeAndre Booker deserves to be held accountable for what he allegedly did. This case also teaches us to pay attention to the people in our lives, to check on our loved ones, to notice when someone's relationship doesn't seem right, to speak up when we see controlling behavior, to offer support when someone's trying to leave a dangerous situation. Because Ashley Elkins was loved. She was cherished. She was supported by her family. And she still couldn't escape. That shows you how dangerous these situations can be. How important it is to have systems in place. How critical it is that we take these situations seriously. Ashley was a hairstylist, a businesswoman, a mother, a daughter, a sister. She was building a life. She had dreams. She had goals. She had 2 beautiful boys who needed her. And allegedly, one man took all of that away because he couldn't handle being told no. That's what this comes down to. Control. Possession. The belief that he owned her. That she belonged to him. That if she left, he had the right to hurt her. He didn't. Ashley had every right to end that relationship. Every right to move on with her life. Every right to build her business and raise her children in peace. And DeAndre had no right to stalk her. No right to create fake profiles to watch her. No right to show up at her house uninvited. And absolutely no right to harm her. As this case moves forward, as prosecutors build their case, as investigators continue searching for answers, we need to remember Ashley, not just as a victim, but as a person, a vibrant woman who loved her children, who worked hard, who built something for herself, who deserved to live a long, full life watching her boys grow up. She deserved to see them graduate, to see them fall in love, to become a grandmother one day, to grow old surrounded by family. Allegedly, DeAndre took that from her children, from her mother, from everyone who loved her. If you're in a relationship where someone monitors your every move, goes through your phone, creates fake accounts to watch you, shows up uninvited, can't accept boundaries, please hear me when I say this. Get help. Make a safety plan. Talk to people you trust. Contact domestic violence resources. There are people who can help you leave safely. Because what allegedly happened to Ashley could happen to anyone. This wasn't about her doing something wrong. This was about her being with someone who couldn't let go. And if you know someone in that situation, don't judge them. Don't ask why they don't just leave. Support them. Help them. Believe them when they tell you they're afraid. Ashley Elkins should still be here. She should be doing hair, raising her boys, living her life, making her dreams come true. Instead, her mother is raising her children. Her sons are growing up without their mama. And investigators are still searching for her. That's the reality of what can happen when control and obsession take over. That's what happens when someone believes they own another person. To Ashley's family, to her mother Monica, to her 2 sons, to everyone who loved her, I'm sorry. I'm sorry this happened. I'm sorry Ashley was taken from you. I'm sorry you're living through this nightmare. And to Ashley, wherever you are not forgotten. Your story is being told. Your life mattered. Your dreams mattered. You deserved better. We're going to keep saying your name. Keep fighting for justice. Keep pushing for answers. Until there's accountability for what happened. Until your family gets the closure they deserve. Until your boys understand that their mother loved them more than anything in this world. Rest in peace, Ashley Elkins. Gone but never forgotten. This has been Unseen Stories.